is up, everybody? How we doing today, folks? All right. Just gonna get everything organized on my end here. And then we can get the ball rolling. All right, so guys and girls, we have a few breaks that are very, very close. The Stature's under 10, the Legend's under 10, the Infinity Graded's under 10, SPX with the spin wheels under 10, Credentials at 3, so that's really close. So let me know what you guys want to get going first, and then we'll start off the day with ideally some great breaks. So any and all breaks are going to be good. So, if anyone wants to get us started, Credentials is by far the closest. But I do feel like the SPX could creep up and crush it. So, but I hope you guys are all doing well today. Nice day outside. Draft day, which is also pretty important for hockey. So, let's get the ball rolling. So hopefully all of you guys are doing well on this beautiful Friday evening. As I said, shaping up to be a fun one for us. The SPX and Credentials are both very close, so that's two that we could get going pretty quickly. So again, Credentials is probably going to be the first one that's going to go, ladies and gentlemen. If anyone wants to get that one rolling, there's only 3 left. SPX, that 8 left. So 2 breaks very, very close. We can start off nice and early with those. A couple of the 24,000 spot ones are very, very close. So yeah. But I'm curious to see how today's gonna go. And then we can start off. So again, guys, credentials is down to 3. That is by far the closest of the groupings for the breaks. So let me know who wants to spearhead that one first and get those going. Again, anyone who wants to get it going will be a great start for us. I am down to crush the breaks. But how is everyone doing, by the way, today? How's everyone doing so far? Well, the SPX has had a spot taken, so thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And just a reminder, in the SPX, somebody in that break for sure also will win a priority signings card. So the spin will get you towards the Taves as well as a priority signings in the break. But again, credentials and the SPX are the two that are very, very close. And Abby, how you doing? I am doing great, thank you. Just been absolutely insanely busy the last little while, which again, it's great to have that problem, right? So that is where I've been at right now in the last like little whiles, is trying to catch up on everything. The amount of stuff that we have purchased over the last little while is insane. So, which is not a bad problem to have. I said it's always good to have stock, right, in inventory, but it just never ends. It just never ends. How are you doing, Abby? What is up with you? work just never ends. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for the draft. Honestly, I think there could be a lot of interesting developments at the draft. Like Abby, who do you have as going first? Who is your number one pick as of right now? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm super pumped up with the Tavares signing, re-signing, extension, whatever you want to call it. That to me made my day. It's funny because my call, for anyone who remembers, Misa? Yeah, I guess I think Schaefer personally, but that's who I predict will go first. But hey, the cool news is like I could genuinely see probably 2 to 3 guys going first. That's the biggest logical thing, Abby, that I agree with you on that, is what would be the point of trading Dobson. But you could also argue that having Dobson, like, don't get me wrong, you're completely correct. But imagine having Dobson and Schaefer. You could literally build a foundation off of that. So getting rid of Dobson in general is a bit of an odd decision, because building a crazy good defensive core, and pretty young too, would be what most teams would absolutely die for. If you're San Jose, yeah. Oh, imagine if, well, San Jose's in a good spot, let's be honest. They already have a good young group of guys. What do you mean, only you two? Alright, so. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't, as a Leaf fan right now, I don't have much to get too excited for. What do we have, like 64th pick or something? So we might even have like nothing today unless we trade up, which I don't really see what we would trade up for. So I think we're sitting kind of boring tonight. By the way, credentials just had another spot taken. Patrick, how you doing tonight? How are you doing? What's up? You took some time off to sell some cards? Well, it's always a good thing. I would try to take some time off myself to sell some cards because, holy moly. I have so much damn stuff to get done. It's insane. Like, the problem is, like, for us is, like, there's so many people who are, you know, in the summer especially, that move cards. And for us, I've always liked having inventory, right? Inventory is always great to have. But the issue that we run into is, like, we end up buying, like, so to give you perspective, Dan just bought 5 3,200 counts of autographs and mems. 5 3,200 counts. So, like, I gotta go through them all to get it all ready. and it just is so tedious. Just continually over and over and over looking at the cards, and you know, you got to go through every single card. You got to price them all out. You got to put them all out. You got to top load them all, organize them all. So we're trying to game plan maybe a more efficient strategy to get these going. So like I said, there is no right or wrong strategy per se, just the most efficient one. Yeah, one sale ends, you prep for the next one. That is 1,000,000% accurate of how we run here. One thing starts, one thing finishes, and then you move on. So what I will do, ladies and gentlemen, just so we can get a fun, nice start. The first 3 breaks that fill before 5:45, so up to 3 breaks, 5:45, I will give 3 overtime packs. So if anyone wants to get either credentials or the SPX going, I will toss in 3 overtime packs as a giveaway in that break. And again, anything extra is always good, so. So if any one of you guys want to start it off, phenomenal. So that is my early bird starting. Alright, so again, credentials and the SPX are the 2 easiest ones to get filled. We got quite a few others that are very, very close. A lot of good value ones. Like very, very good value ones. So So Pat, what did you think of the signing of Tavares, the extension of Tavares? What's your thoughts on that bad boy? I genuinely cannot see how any Leaf fan would not look at that as an absolute steal of a deal that we just got. From what I was hearing, again, I don't know where the sources were to be completely candid, but apparently he was either getting offered or was going to get offered 2x8, from what I heard. I don't know how accurate that is. But man, if he was going to get offered 2x8 and then he took 4x4 essentially, thank you. He's doing way better without C. Yeah, I agree. Like I personally think we got 2 to 3 more solid years of him, and then obviously there will naturally be a decent drop off. But like, I don't think he's going to get 20 points next year. Like, yeah, no, I don't disagree. Huh? Yeah, those are perfect.
Okay. And this?
Yeah, those are fine, yeah. No, it's fine.
That's fine?
That's not a rookie. That's fine.
Okay, okay, cool.
Time will tell, he's stubborn. Yeah. But yeah, like at the end of the day, I agree with you, Abby. But like, it is a ton of extra money, right? Like, I feel like there's never an end to how much more you would want. Right? Like, and also the amount. Me and you might look at this and go, well, yeah, like, he's got tons of money, so why would you care? But it's like, sure, but if you could have an extra $18 million in your bank account, I feel like we would kind of care a bit. Now, the only difference, I would always argue the point for me personally. Now, Tavares is a bit of a weird one, so I don't want to... I feel like when you retire a Leaf, you will always have a very, very good opportunity to make a ton of money afterwards. So I do think people have to look at that as an aspect of signing somewhere, right? Like, it's going to make a difference. You know, like guys like Doug Gilmour, Warner Clark still get paid $10,000 to $15,000 for 2 hours to sign somewhere. So it's like, they're doing well, right? Like, if let's be honest, if Doug Gilmour finished his career in, you know, somewhere else and just played 2 years, it just won't. Yeah, it's not the same. So yeah, if any of you guys want to get the ball rolling on anything else, let me know. So yeah. Okie dokie. SBX has had a couple more spots taken. So let me know. So we are very close on the SBX, guys. And again, 5:45, we get it filled. And 3 overtime pack sets giveaways. So again, let's get the first few going. So let me know who wants to finish off credentials or SPX, and then we can start it off. Alright. So SPX down to 6, credentials down to 3. Again, the credentials is a triple up. You will get 3 teams with your spots. So yeah. Said I do anticipate we will get there. It's just a matter of when we will get there. Gotta mow the lawn. That's funny. I guess it's a good time to mow the lawn right now. It's not too hot, right? So that's probably you'll take a credential if 2 more people do? Yeah, we got 1 e-transfer still coming in. But there you go. So capitalize on the free overtime packs, right? That would solve that problem. So let me know which ones you guys want to do. And yeah, we can start off by crushing a few breaks tonight. I would love it. Okay, dokie. So SBA just had 2 spots taken, and the SPX has had a spot taken, so that helps out. So again, slowly but surely moving all the breaks. SPX is down to 6, credentials down to 2. There we go. So who wants to crush the credentials? Crush credentials. Down to 2. Very, very close on the credentials. Okay, dokie. Credentials officially just had a spot taken. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so guys, you have 15 minutes. And then I'm going to kill that EMT because we're down to 1 left. But I want to make sure all payments come in appropriately timed. Okie dokie. So I've canceled that spot officially. So guys, we are down to 2 officially left in the credentials. And it looks like 6 left in the SBX. And again, if we fill those 2 by 545, 3 overtime packs will be given away. So we are very close on 2 of them. It looks like we're down to 1 left in the credentials. So that shall be the first one. If we don't get that one done in the next 14 minutes, then something's really wrong. All right. So we may be down to just 1 left, ladies and gentlemen, in the credentials. So if you guys want to fill that one up, that would be great. And yeah, someone did take the spot. So guys and girls, down to 1 in credentials. And then let's work on the SPX that we're down to 6. So that would be great. Only 1. All right, and who wants to close that one out? 1 left in the credentials. And we will be good to go. Only 1 left. So Abby, what team do you think will make the biggest splash today? And by that I don't mean like Islanders taking the #1 pick and oh my gosh, it's a shocker. I'm talking like genuine, like, what team do you think may do that? Oh my God, I can't believe they did that today. Or do you think there'll be none? Which is also an acceptable answer. Pittsburgh, interesting. What do you think Pittsburgh could do? Trade Crosby? Dun, dun, dun. Wouldn't that be something? Pittsburgh's an interesting one. I like that guess. So once again, guys, only 1 officially left in the credentials. If anyone wants to knock that one out, we will be good to go for sure. Moving to the top 5. Oh, that would be exciting. But I do genuinely feel, I feel like San Jose is going to be a very, very scary team in a few years. Like, I think they could just be like a powerhouse team. What team do I think? I do think the Islanders, aside from their #1 pick, will be the most active. I think they're gonna, well, I guess we'll find out. But I do think there's gonna be something that they're gonna do crazy out there. I just don't know what it is yet. But I have them pegged as my, like, man, they're going to do something crazy. Live with Marlowe again. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Mr. Golden, how you doing, sir, by the way? It is good seeing you. Be better at 6 when your work's done. That's fair. Yeah, my work, I feel like tonight I'm going to be here quite late. If I had to guess, it'll probably be like 12, 1 or 2 in the morning. Because I have so much stuff to catch up on, it's insane. It just never ends. But I'm doing well. Just a little, actually I'm not too tired today. I'm not too tired today. So. So I'll tell you one thing, Golden, I've debated about whether I want to do it or not, is switching Friday blogs to later, like 7:15. I've debated about doing that because I just feel like most people on Fridays, they don't want to go on at 5-ish, so it's like, I feel like we have a better response at night. So I've been kicking that one around for the last little bit of, do we switch up Fridays to 7:15 permanently? So kind of match it with Sunday, so people understand like the weekend one. The downside to that is the work, right? The work timing doesn't, because if blog goes late that night, it hinders my my evening. Because like right now, if blog goes till, to say 8 o'clock, I have from like 8 till 12 to get things done, right? So it's not really a rush per se. But if I did blog at 7:15, for example, and it goes to like 10 or 11, it's like, you're not really want to work 4 hours after that, to be honest. So, but I do think it is a better overall, because what we always find is that people start coming in around like 6:30, and you know, the first hour tends to be a little slower because everyone's kind of getting into the groove of it. So I haven't officially decided if I want to switch it yet. So the older you get, the earlier. Yeah. See, here's the thing for me though, Golden. I don't mind working late. Like my whole life, I've pretty much got used to working late. Like, it still, even to this day, does not bother me. Like, Sundays, for example, my day starts around 11 or 10:30 for work, and I normally go till about 1 or 2 in the morning. So, like, it's a 15, 14-hour day. But, yeah. I'm trying to debate of what I want to do for that one specifically on Fridays. Just haven't come up with an idea in my head whether I want to go 7:15 or not. By the way, guys, you have 5 minutes to get the SPX or the credentials filled in order to get 3 overtime packs, and I will make that a hard deadline, by the way. So we have 1 spot in credentials, and I'll give away 3 overtime packs if we get it filled, I said, by 5:45. So I feel like, let's not leave this with 1 left. And the SPX, let's not leave that at 6 left. did they ever state, by the way, why this is the year they decided to do the no fans in the attendance and make it weird, then immediately go back to it next year? Tired of being booed. Yeah, he didn't really get that booed in Florida when he announced the championship, to be fair, so he wasn't that booed. Actually, I will say, I mean, I agree with you on that. I think he takes it very well, right? I don't think he really gets too affected by it. I think he's pretty solid in the way he does it. All right. Buying all the Noah Dobsons, I know. The Dobson, I like that. The only thing that kind of makes me curious for Montreal is how can they, like, what's their plan for the next 2-3 years? I don't know how they're going to afford all these people. Like with Demidov, Caulfield, Slavkovsky, you know, I just feel like they have a lot of young guys. Jack-Eye, like, got a lot young guys they're going to have to pay. That's the thing. They're going to have to move. Yeah, you have space now. I'm saying, like, was Dobson's idea only, what, a couple years? She's 8 years, right? That is also true, Rich. The cap is going up significantly. So that is going to alter how some teams for sure do business. All right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, does anyone, it's a last call for the credentials in the SPX. I'm kind of surprised that we're going to let it sit. Dobson's definitely a massive upgrade. I think you guys are going to love Dobson. Yeah, I think Dobson's going to have an absolute awesome year. So if anyone wants to crush out the credentials, let me know. We have literally just one left. That is all. What I'm also semi-curious about, also gold as a side note, is I'm very curious to see the reaction to Tavares next year. If people give him the credit due for taking a pretty sizable discount. So I'm very curious to see if the fan base will kind of give him the love that he deserves. Because that is a significant... And I was looking it up, Abby. I don't know if you mentioned it earlier. I don't think you did, but 130 million career earnings for Tavares. So yeah, it is a lot. No one will deny that. It is a lot. Now, if only others could, you know, take a bit of a haircut on there. Yeah, Rich, I agree. Honestly, I think my prediction before, so I'm thrilled. My prediction before this was I thought he was going to be 5x5. Right? So you overpay for the last 2 years, you underpay for the first 2, and then the third year is the kicker year, but it locks him in. He's happy. Hopefully we're happy. I think a 4x4 is even freaking sweeter. I'll happily take that one. So, I was stunned when it came under 5. I'm not going to lie. Like, stunned. Yeah, well, I said we'll see. So Matthew Nyes will be the next big block to get done, for sure. Obviously, he will be the next one lined up. And then, yeah, let's see who's maybe going to take that trend for the next one. And but once again, guys, let's see if we can at least get the credentials so we can get one nice break going first. Start the day off with that, and then move from there. You know what, Rich? I don't know with Marner. Like, there's so much conflicting reports that I hear. You know, one storyline you hear he wants to maximize his money and make as much as humanly possible and all this stuff. You know, and then next storyline you hear is like, but he wants to stay in one spot for a long time, which then would indicate an 8-year deal or, you know, 7-year deal. I don't know what he's going to do. I wouldn't be shocked if I saw a 2-year deal. But I'm going to throw this out there. Why would he do a 2-year deal with the Leafs then? Right? If he genuinely thinks the Leafs can win, hypothetically, unless he completely wants out, why not do a 2-year deal with the Leafs at like 13? But like, where would he go that he wouldn't max out his deal right now for 8 years? I think most teams would happily give him an 8-year deal, 15 million or 14 million, right? I think it just depends on what he wants to do, to be honest. Well, the only thing on that, Golden, though, and I'm not saying it's a big pressure market, do you think Vegas is similar? Like, I don't think they're similar to Toronto, Detroit, Rangers, Montreal, don't get me wrong. But I feel like Vegas has a decent, you know... The percentage goes up. Yeah, I don't disagree. That I could see, Rich. That would be interesting. Like the smart play, you are correct. That would be the smart play. But like, how many teams, Rich, do you believe would be okay doing that though? Right? Knowing that he's probably just gonna basically deliberately maximize his deal. So you're either gonna lose him or pay significantly more. Do you think a lot of teams really want that? And once again, guys, let's get this spot number 7 going. We literally only have one left in the credentials to get that one cleaned up off the board. Team is trying to buy, yeah, that's true. But what team do you think is close enough to do that right now? Like that can actually fit him in? Like, I don't know if Vegas with Marner is a cup contending lock. Florida, on the other hand. Florida, I could see. That would be a fun one. Oh boy. Would Leaf fans just absolutely hate that? Carolina. Carolina would be... I just don't know if Carolina's as close as we think they are to the cup. Alright, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can get the ball rolling. We have literally one left in credentials. I don't know how that one sat there for so long. And only 6 left in the SPX. So if anybody wants to finish off that last credential spot, we will be good to go 100%. Nowhere near the media coverage. Yeah, that's definitely not true. Sorry, definitely true. I agree with you. I don't think anything takes... Montreal and Toronto, I feel, have to be the most... Maybe Rangers are up there for media, too. But I feel like Montreal, Toronto is by far the most devastating 2 teams to be part of for media. Alright, so 993 looks like it should be good to go. So that is great news. No, Toronto, I don't disagree. Toronto media is just a different animal. Which generally is not good. But again, it goes both ways, right? Like, you can be the top of the world on the Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens, and you're like, you know, I know, who was it? Marner said it, a god. And that is what you will be. But again, if you want to be on that status level, there's going to be the negative aspect about it when you don't do very well. So like 100% it goes both ways, right? You're gonna get the accolades and be viewed as just an absolute superstar, but you're also gonna be judged very heavily. And But the only thing, though, Rich, in my opinion, okay, is a guy like Marner grew up a Leaf fan. So he should be aware of the positives and negatives of how Leafs Nation truly is. Now, I'm sure it's significantly different being part of that and being the one that everyone's pointing at. But if he was a fan through his life, like, you know he knows that's it's there, right? You're not shocked by it. So I'm going to get the randoms ready for the credentials, ladies and gentlemen. And good luck. 23,993 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we have Vegas, Seattle. And again, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the SBX going. Let's get the other breaks rocking out. There's no point of letting them sit there for nothing. We can crush all the breaks. And the SBX just had another spot taken, speaking of. So that is good. Another one bites the dust. Bam, bam, bam. All right, so the Doug Gilmour break is about to go. 993. Best of luck. Here we go, 23,993. I am somehow looking for a knife. I don't know how we don't have one of them here. Where did all the knives go? I will use this terrible knife for now. I don't know where all the knives went. All right, let's see what we get. I'm calling we're going to get something really cool. Really limited. I just don't know what yet. We got a highly anticipated for Buffalo of Levi. And that's a nice start. A debut ticket for the Chicago Blackhawks, Connor Bedard. Well, if we're going to start, why not start with that? We got a who's next for Seattle Buccaneers. Speed of the game rookie, Luke Hughes for the Devils. Highly anticipated for the Red Wings of Edvinsson. And number to 149, McCann for Seattle. We got a who's next of Cooley for the Coyotes. And number to 799 of Struble for Montreal. Struble. What are you looking for? Manufactured. 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 Highly anticipated for Nashville of Evangelista. And a credentials rookie, speed of the game of Benson. We got a who's next of Wolf for Calgary. And for the Blues, number to 999, Castle. Blues. Castle. We've got a highly anticipated for the Blues of Castle. And a 99 debut ticket. Autograph Nestorenko. That's a cool one. A clear-cut debut ticket access. Nestorenko. We've got a who's best of Kachuk for Florida. And number 2, 399, Evangelista for the Preds. The numbering on these, I feel like that was the worst thing they did on this. Like, look at that. How do you can't even see it really on camera. You have to like angle it at the perfect angle to get it. It's so crazy. Have a good one. Yeah. Highly anticipated for the Red Wings of Casper. Speed of the game of Cooley for the Rangers. Who's best of Carlson for Pittsburgh. And number 2, 999, Paitia for the Blue Jackets. We've got a highly anticipated of Nice. These are rare. And a Rad Pads of Kemper. These are quite hard to hit. Rad Pads Kemper for the Caps. Who's next of Slavkovsky for Montreal? And number 2, 599, Askarov for Nashville. Askarov. Highly anticipated of Poitras for Boston. Oh, we got a double hit Paxi. Debut ticket for Chicago of Gust. And we've got number 349, Swaney for Minnesota. Minnesota. We've got a Who's Best of McDavid for the Oilers. Speed of the game, Stützle for Ottawa. Highly anticipated of Nestorenko for Anaheim. And number 249 for the Maple Leafs, William Nylander. We got a Who's Best of Sorokin for the Islanders. And number 599, Farrell for Montreal. Farrell. All right, well, that was a decent box. So far, so good with the 2. I hate this knife. I like the other one. I'm so used to the other ones by now. We've got a highly anticipated for Calgary of Dewar. And a speed of the game of Keller for the Coyotes. Who's Best of Patterson for Vancouver. And number 249 for the Vancouver Canucks, Mick Ward. Debut ticket. We've got a highly anticipated of Savoy for Buffalo. And number 125, debut ticket auto, Mintyukov. To 125, Mintyukov. We've got a Who's Best of Markstrom for Calgary. And for Chicago, number 349 of Korchinski. Actually, that color really does go nicely with Chicago. We've got a highly anticipated for the Devils of Luke Hughes. And for Buffalo, Coolidge. Debut ticket. Coolidge. We got a Who's Next Fantilli for the Jackets. And we got our rookie speed of the game of Luke Hughes for the Devils. Highly anticipated of Farrell for Montreal. And numbered 7 of 10, Nathan McKinnon. Oh, ain't that pretty. 7 of 10, Nathan McKinnon. We got a Who's Next of Owen Power for Buffalo. And we got numbered to 799, McDonough for Vancouver. Here she goes. All right, not too shabby. Let me get it written down. Well, solid break, for sure. Can't go wrong with that one. All right, the SPX looks like it had a few more spots taken, so I appreciate that. Let's see where that one's at. All right, does anyone want to close that one out? We are down to the final few. And again, that would be a great one to get going. There will be a priority signings giveaway in that one guaranteed, as well as spots in the Taves. The top 5 people will get it. So if anyone wants to close it out, we are right there. Only, it looks like 2 or 3 left. So let me know. So who wants to finish that off? We are right there, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few more to go, and we can get that one rolling. 24,002. So let's close it out. Almost there. 24,002. So, and again, priority signings will be given away guaranteed. Plus 5 spots for the Taves to be given away. All right, it looks like 2 more spots are getting checked out, so we should be down to only 1 remaining. Only 1. So only 1 to go, and we can close it out. So who wants to finish the SPX? And 2 spots officially are gone. Thank you, Mark. And it looks like the last spot is getting taken. let me get that one organized on my end. And then we can crush this. All right, I think we're good, guys. Thank you. And if you guys want to jump in on anything else, let me know, because we can easily get a few more going, but I'm going to get the randoms ready for 24,002. And then 3 boxes of SPX, and then we'll get it going. $24,002, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. It is time. All right, and we had a few. The diamond got some going. Okay, sweet. All right, so best of luck. Here we go, 24,002. We've got the 3-box SPX. 23, 24. You know what? Yeah, I found one. Could not stand that knife. Start off for the Flyers of Ginning. Philadelphia. Starscape shadow box for Tampa of Kucherov. Starscape, Tampa, Kucherov. We got a rookie number to 50 for the San Jose Sharks of Robbins. That's a decent one. We've got a Radiance to 949 of Hellebuck for the Jets. And we got number to 149, Suzuki for Montreal. Okay, dokie. Come on. We've got a Super Scripts auto for Montreal, Yolanen. Morial. A Radiant Gold to 99 of Pasternak for Boston. David Pasternak. We got a finite number to 799. Brock Faber. Minnesota. Brock Faber. We got a Radiance number to 949 of Eichel for Vegas. And we've got number to 149, Mark Stone for Vegas. Vegas. Okie dokie. Focus. There we go. Does any one of you guys watch UFC, by the way? We've got a base auto for San Jose of Hurdle. It's a decent name. Hurdle. We got a rookies number to 100 for the Anaheim Ducks of Mintyukov. Mintyukov. A Radiant, oh sorry, not Radiant, a finite rookies to 199 for Vancouver of Hiroshi. $199 Hiroshi. Radiant is $9.49 Shanahan. For the Devils, Shanahan. And we've got for Ottawa, Stützle to, what was it, $3.99? $2.99. There we go, Stützle. Okay, dokie. So let me get the random going. Top person will get the prior signings right away. Top 5 will get entered into the draw. 3 times, guys. 1, 2, 3. So, sorry, these are the top 5 that'll get entered. Yelled, you will get the, I don't know if I'd removed that one. Oh, I did, cool. So you will get whoever is here. Let's see. Wallman, Mr. Laugh in your face and then lose in the final. There we go. You get Wallman. $24,002. Okay, then top 5 get entered into the giveaway. So congrats to everybody in the break. All right. Does anyone, tough break. Yeah, that was not the greatest 3 that we've ever done. I will give you that, Puck Fan. Puck Fan, is there another break that maybe Stature or Parker's? Parker surprises me, guys, with how many teams are 10 or 20 bucks. You could absolutely get a monster stack of cards and some very good autographs for taking quite a few spots. Like, just throwing that out there, guys. I think people underestimate just how much you get in Parkhurst. So, is there any other break that you guys want to get going? I am happy to try to get something going for you and giving you guys some also some follow-up deals on to see if we can get something going. So how about this? Because we did not capitalize on the other ones, I will extend it to another break for you guys. And also, how about this one, guys, on the Legends? I want to do this one again. I will give away 5 overtime packs. I get 3 numbers from the spin wheel, and I don't know what numbers they're going to be. And if they don't hit, 5 overtime packs are given away. If they do hit, none, but at least we've only done that giveaway once, and you guys won it the first time. So 1 for 1 for you guys on that. So let me know if you guys wish to get that one going. Or Stature, or Infinity, or the Platinum. I'm waiting on the $24,019 thingy. Oh, the Chancer? Is that what we're talking about, I'm guessing? Yeah, that one's actually very close. That one is very close. How about this then? Just because I want to get that one going, and I agree with Frank. Let's crush that thing. Anyone who takes... Sorry, I will give away 5 overtime packs if we get that one filled by 6:45. So that's a pretty solid deal, guys. Considering it's only $19, someone's going to walk away... Platinum isn't close. Well, to be fair though, Frank, a lot of times, again, I'm not saying tonight is going to happen, but there are quite a few times that we've had where somebody does take 5 or 10 spots, and then it becomes eerily close, right? There's many, many, many a times. The Intercounty Leafs. So who wants to get the chancer going? Said I'm happy to get the chancer going. That Parker's, I think, is a stupidly good deal. Like, literally, there's quite a few teams that you could take, and probably at 3 or 4 teams and get for under $50 combined, and you will definitely get a decent stack of cards and a potential, obviously, of good stuff. So, the chancer's now down to 11 left. There you go. So like I said, things like that can go very quickly. All right, one spot in the different ultimates. Okay. I was gonna say Ultimates has had a couple spots taken. That's great. It looks like the chancer might be down to like 8 left, guys. So there we go. Quite a few spots are getting taken. And it looks like someone is taking a few Parker spots. Again, these are all great value breaks, guys. There you go. Some chancer spots are for show. All right, so we are down to under 10 now in the chancer. Who is next? So let me know. So definitely can get that one going. I did give 5 overtime packs if we get that one filled tonight, guys. So definitely a very doable one. Very, very doable. Ciao. All right. Perfect, yeah. As I said, I think those the value of those breaks And it is funny, Frank, because I know, like, there's two types of mentalities for collectors. The ones who hate getting shut out and stuff like that. But, like, we hear it all the time, right? Where people are like, I hate getting shut out. It sucks. And it's like, okay, but you can join these breaks for nothing and probably get 5, 10, 15 cards. And they're like, I don't want those ones. It's like, pick a side. Alright, so it looks like we've been moving along nicely. And we do have several transfers still coming in, so if any one of you guys want to get that one going, let me know. Get your transfers in ASAP, please. Adam on the Griffey. There was one person who I just canceled their 2. So the good news, we're only at 2. So by the way, guys, if you guys want to get that Griffey, it is down to 2. Well, Abby, there's obviously everyone gets skunked on breaks sometimes, right? But there is a big difference between, you know, joining a cup break and getting skunked on, you know, $150 spot versus $10 spot, right? That's the difference, let's be honest. So if anyone wants to grab those last 2 in the Griffey, guys, we are 100% good to go on that one. Greatly appreciate that. That's going to be a fun one. Everyone gets a card guaranteed. And where's the other one that we're getting on? The Chancer is getting closer. So. I do appreciate this, guys. And Parker's is at 14. Like, to give you guys perspective, 20 and under spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 14 spots are 20 or under. 8. That's nuts. Alright, so guys, if we can get these last 2 Griffey spots filled in the next 5 minutes, I'll give away 2 overtime packs in that one. I'm going to go grab those 2. So if anyone wants to close that one out, you guys will benefit. So, only 2 of the Griffey spots left. And as stated, I will give away 2 overtime packs as a thank you just for getting it filled. Chancer's at 9. What else we got? Stature's at 9. And then Legends is always a fun one. I'm surprised you guys aren't getting the Legends going. Also, for those that care, Bennett apparently signed an 8-year deal. 8 years, 8 mil. So there you go. Or Dobson or Bennett deal, yeah. Well, to be fair, we did talk about the Tavares deal earlier and the Dobson. So we did. Like, you just came in a bit late, so I feel like that's on you, you know. Like, I already did my talking. But, to shore it up, the Dobson deal I like a lot for Montreal. The Tavares deal I love a lot. The Bennett deal I think is a solid deal. I don't know if it's an amazing deal. Like, don't get me wrong, playoff performer, proved it. That's not a question. The guy's got to work. You're too funny. But again, I don't think it was going to be a shock at what he got because of what he did, right? All right, so let me get the random ready here. Tavares is a big. Oh yeah, that is just a sweet one. I'm not gonna lie, that is so damn nice. All right, guys. So on the Griffey, just so everyone understands, I will do the random on the Griffey. Whatever order you are in on it. I'm just getting the names all written down. Is whatever order you are, or the random finishes it, you will get. So if you're on the top, you will get the first card. If you're the second card, so on and so forth. And then we'll have some fun with this. Perfect. All right, so I will do the random first, and then you guys will see your names, and then we'll go from there. So, Frank, again, for those who paid attention to what I was saying throughout the year, basically, I was very much on the boat of I pretty much was very confident he was going to resign. My gut was always telling me 5x5. So I am way over thrilled with what we got him at. All right, here we go. 23,802. Here is the random. I will leave this up for about 20 seconds as we're recording, and then we'll start reading the break. So 3 times. This will be the order of the cards. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be the order. I'm just going to get it ready on my end, and then we'll start this bad boy off. Perfect. Let's get this ball rolling, ladies and gentlemen. This will be fun. Here we go. 802 Griffey. So the first card is the best card right now. Start off with the big card off the top. I'll put these in the order there. Is the 10 Cracked Ice 10 Blast Furnace. Obviously all Ken Griffey Jr. So, but that will go to A. Pickard. That is a sizable one, by the way. Blast Furnace 10. I told you, just so you guys know, when we build these things and we build Infinity, we build for very good value overall to make everyone happy. And these Griffey boxes are pretty damn sweet. We've got a private stock mini. which goes to spot number 2, which is Zorn. Again, not everyone's going to kill it, but when at least 2 to 4 people are going to be guaranteed a pretty sizable card, that is always nice. So Zorn, you are done, sir. Spot number 3 goes to Puck Fan. You will get the Performer. That's an older one, 92. Ken Griffey. The Performer. Number 4. We'll get the Special FX. These are cool. Doesn't really show up the greatest on camera for the middle part. But that is a cool card. That goes to A. Pickard. Number 5, and these were hard to get, a Preferred Power. Obviously, Ken Griffey. Preferred Power, that goes to Mr. Puck Fan. Love these retro cards. All right, so number 2 box. So the number 6 spot and 7 spot go to A. Pickard. So I will keep it like this. We've got a look ahead. A look ahead. Ken Griffey Jr. A. Pickard. This one goes A. Pickard as well. We've got a Measures of Greatness. Measures of Greatness. Number 8, this goes to Glendon. American, what's it? Double leaders. American League double leaders. Select. And Glenn, you missed it by 1, by the way. You missed the big one by 1. A. Pickard will get a Refractor All Tops Mystery Finest. Graded 9. All Tops Mystery Finest. Refractor. And the last one, these are cool. I remember getting these back in the day, an All-Star Collector Edition. Here we go. Well, A. Pickard, you got both the big boys. Congrats again. Value-wise, these boxes are built to try to deliver as much potential value as we could squeeze in there for you guys. So. All right, well, congrats to all those involved in that one. That was a fun one. Again, those boxes are built pretty damn nicely. That blast furnace, though, holy jeez, congrats. Okie dokie. So, let's see what is next. All right, guys and girls. So 9 left in the Chancer. 14 left in Parkhurst if you guys want to get that one moving. If not, no big deal. But let me know on the Chancer because we are very, very close on that. And I would love to give away another 24,000 spot. So let me know if anyone wants to take a few more spots in the Chancer. If not, Sunday will be the day. Also, a heads up for those who paid attention and stayed on with us. I will be posting Platinum right after this. So if you guys want to lock in your teams, I'm giving you guys all the nice heads up that Platinum will be getting launched essentially right when I am done. So it will definitely be worth it for you guys. So, do we want to get the Chancer going, or are we done for the night, guys? Just let me know. Either way, I'm happy to do whatever you guys want to do, but it feels like maybe you guys are a bit toasted. It is still beautiful outside right now, I can see. And then Platinum will be getting launched, so you guys will be excited for that. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm guessing you guys are all TKO'd for now. I'll say, have fun watching the draft. That's going to be great. Can't wait for that either. All right, so Platinum will be going up shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourselves a beautiful rest of the evening, and we'll see you guys Sunday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern. Have a great one, everyone, and see you guys then.